Hey, it's Cam again. Welcome to part 2 of our commentary. If you've missed part 1, you can click on the link in the description to check it out. You know, I gotta say, this guy and Danny DeVito have really had a very illustrious and successful career built off of how ugly they are.
John Perlman?
Yeah.
You think he's ugly?
You don't?
I mean, I wouldn't say he's like the best, but I don't think that's like a stereotype for him.
Oh, I suppose.
Danny DeVito, yes.
Danny DeVito.
Well, he's mostly just like the short, fat, funny one. Kind of like the Jonah Hill.
Well, he has portrayed himself in media now as absolutely abhorrently disgusting.
I guess.
Think of him, of course, obviously, in It's Always Sunny, but also as Frank. But also think of him as like the Penguin in Batman.
Oh yeah,
I like
completely
eating
forgot about
raw
that.
fish and crap like that.
Yeah.
Like,
was he in Space Jam? I remember that Space Jam had a character like that.
Yeah, he plays. I think he plays one of the like the guy who runs the Monstars. The guy with the big cigar, big, fat, disgusting, nasty. Yeah. That's his thing. I'm not insulting him. I want to be real clear to everyone out there in internet land.
That's his appeal.
And he has leaned, like, that's what he wants to do with his career.
Yeah.
All the power to him for it.
And he's done it beautifully. Like, people want him for their role.
That guy really looks like off-brand Michael Fassbender.
No. I kind of see it, but I don't 100% see it.
Every time I see him, I'm like, wait, is that? No, it's not. This is going to be the second decision in a row that he backs off on almost immediately.
Almost certainly.
I just don't see this movie ending without her also in the kaiju thing. Or in the Jaeger thing.
Oh, yeah. Also, there's been way too much not giant robot fights for like a way too long.
I kind of agree with you, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm invested. I'm not just sitting here waiting for the next robot fight. I'm enjoying this so far.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like we're like kind of making it like that, but I feel like normally, this would probably be kind of a slow part.
It's really, I gotta be honest with you. It's really hard to separate the enjoyment of the movie from my natural aura of charisma.
It's hard making everything so great. It's hard being the best, honestly.
I know. It's suffering from success, let me tell you.
What is the boys line? I wish you could understand how hard it is being superior to everyone in the world. Oh.
It's not that I'm better. It's that I'm different. In a
better
better
way.
And that is a line from Sunny with a Chance,
Sunny
everyone.
With a Chance. From like literally 20 years ago.
Yep, I have seen one episode of that show, and that was the one episode.
Somehow the most memorable line I've ever heard came from a show I hate.
Just this absolute diamond in the rough
of
a line. So, Christian.
Hello.
What is a kaiju?
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah?
I thought this movie came up with the word kaiju.
Really?
I didn't know, like, that was a word outside of this, like, universe.
Yeah, they get it from Godzilla and stuff. It's just Japanese for giant beast.
Yeah, I know that now because I heard people talk about Godzilla like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But before.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So in other words, is Clifford the Big Red Dog a kaiju?
Clifford?
Yeah, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
As far as, to my knowledge, that's not Japanese, is it?
No.
Didn't you say it's like a big Japanese monster?
No, it's Japanese for giant monster.
No, because he's a dog.
Why is him being a dog make him not a kaiju?
Because he's a dog. He's big, but he's a dog first.
Oh, like he was Clifford the normal sized dog, and then he became big?
Yeah. So a kaiju, they'd have to be a different, like, unnamed animal to be a kaiju.
So something becomes big, it's not a kaiju anymore.
What?
So if something is born small but becomes big, that's like preventative to it being a kaiju.
No, I mean like if it's an animal, and it's just a big animal. Like I feel like a kaiju has to be like something that we don't know what it is, something really big. So like King Kong is not a kaiju.
No, King Kong is absolutely a kaiju.
If King Kong is a kaiju, I have no idea what a kaiju is.
King Kong is like definite. Like Godzilla is the kaiju, and then King Kong is like the next name that comes up in the conversation.
In my mind, a kaiju has to be like reptilian.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Because I think a kaiju is just supposed to be like if something is normal but giant, then that's a kaiju. Kind of.
Have you looked it up?
I mean, you look up the word in Japanese, it's just giant beast.
Okay.
So, I think it really comes down to how you interpret the word beast. Like, because King Kong, even if he was just a giant ape, like he's still more than an ape because he's way more intelligent than a normal gorilla is. And he walks he walks around on 2 feet in a way that gorillas like never do.
If I look up like images for kaiju,
yeah,
these all look reptilian.
Well, what about the things Godzilla fought? Those things weren't reptilian.
No, they were.
No, they were kind of like crabs.
They were like dinosaur stuff.
So are dinosaurs kaiju? Like, is a T-Rex a kaiju?
Well, once again, I would classify that as, like, they're their own species.
Yeah.
A kaiju has to be, like, unique. Like, they're, like, the only thing like it.
Yeah, so King Kong could still be a kaiju by that definition because he walks around on 2 feet and he's capable of more complex emotions than gorillas are.
If you are counting... I don't know. It depends if you are counting animals that are really big animals.
Well, I guess that's the basis of my question. Is an animal being big make it a kaiju, or is it just a big animal?
The problem is I don't understand the word kaiju enough to answer this.
I mean, it confuses me, because, like, if it's just big animal, then, like, is Shaquille O'Neal a kaiju? Because he's a really big human being, you know? And if he's not, then at what point does, like, a kaiju become a kaiju? Like, if there's a normal human giant who's like 3 stories tall, is that a kaiju? And if he is, why is Shaquille O'Neal not one?
I think that's a different question in and of itself. But I don't know. I would land on, if you're saying like, in my personal uneducated opinion that is not based on facts at all, I would say those that, like King Kong and like Clifford and stuff, those are not kaiju to me. In my head of what I imagine a kaiju is.
Yeah.
Kaiju just sounds like it's like a dinosaur-esque.
When I do think
monster.
of a kaiju, I think more reptilian for sure.
Yeah.
But they have things that are definitely not reptiles that are kaiju, like the crabs from Godzilla. Those things, like crabs, are not reptiles at all. They're
I don't remember any crabs.
Yeah, those big gray things with 4 legs. I guess.
Are you talking about the first movie or the second movie?
I think I'm thinking of the first movie.
I have to rewatch the first movie. I do not remember the monsters in that one.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with that franchise. But yes, it's like they have these 4 claw things. They're called kaiju in the movie, I think. But like they have these, but they're cephalopods. They're giant cephalopods.
Okay.
I
would, for some reason, I don't know why, I feel more comfortable calling that a kaiju than, something.
Maybe there's something about the fur that makes it just feel less kaiju-y.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I feel like John Perlman walked in from a completely different movie.
Oh, he totally did.
I feel like he was on set for like a steampunk movie of some kind, or like a crazy drug movie. Heck, he looks like he could be like.
He looks like one of Guillermo del Toro's like monsters, like designs.
Yeah.
But just him with like those little glasses.
But he looks like a Men in Black alien, where he takes off his glasses and it ends up like he's got some kind of crazy eyeballs of some sort.
That is I think there is a Men in Black alien that literally has those exact goggles.
Does he?
And then like he's like in like the mailroom and then he takes it off and he like I don't know. He's like, oh, you're ugly.
Yeah, I absolutely feel like he walked in from a different set. They were like, hey, John, we'll give you a couple $1,000 if you'll stand here with Charlie Day and talk about giant monsters for a couple of minutes in ammonia. Boom, baby!
That is awesome.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm here for.
This is the rest of the movie, right?
I haven't seen it in
I think this is the rest of the movie.
If it is, I'm a happy boy. I could watch stuff like this all day long. This is what Pacific Rim understands about its audience, that a lot of kaiju movies, I don't know how, don't know what we're there to see the movie for.
Yeah.
I hate nothing more than when you interrupt an action scene in order to cut away to people talking. Or, even worse, cut away to people staring at the fight. Transformers is really bad about this. Oh, gross. Oh, gross.
That better be its mouth.
And if you've noticed, whenever they've cut away to humans, they have two of the humans who are actually doing the movements of the giant robots. Which is helpful to the action looking cool. Because if you feel like you're not cutting away from the action, oh, that's awesome.
That monster has the exact same model as Godzilla.
It does.
I mean, oh shoot, King Kong.
King Kong. I thought that's what you meant.
I'm glad you knew what I was saying.
I don't know why I did, but I did. We must have a mind meld going.
Wait, did you feel that?
That's me and Christian were fighting with sticks before we started watching this movie. Yeah. I gotta tell you.
Well, they also do like a parrot trap in this movie. Wait, did you feel that? We're sisters.
Oh, I thought you meant that they like tricked their parents into falling back in love.
They could do that too, sure. I have no qualms.
I noticed there's a couple of moments in this where they cut away to the humans, but when they cut away to the humans, it was while the monster and the machine were like in tension, but there wasn't any actual action happening. And so then it would cut back and the action would resume. So I didn't feel at any point like I missed out on any of the fight.
Yeah. Are you talking about this movie or another movie?
Like just now I noticed that. That's good. Because that's what these movies live and die on. You can, you know, human actors tend to get in the way of these things. But if you can deliver on a good, cool-looking fight, then it's worth it all. Mom?
What? We're sisters. I would love it if a human... Does a human form a meaningful connection with a monster in this movie?
I don't know.
Because that is all it's missing. That is the only missing part.
Yeah, there needs to be a scene where this giant monster comes down and Charlie Day, like, touches its nose.
Yes. And
you see, like, the fog coming out of its nose.
And then after that part, Charlie Day is the only one that can, like, communicate to both humans and the...
No, we don't need to kill them. We need to let them fight.
Yeah. The scene where he's like, everybody put down your weapon. Like, are you crazy?
It's the only thing that'll save us. And then, of course, the evil general guy, who's portrayed as being crazy and loose cannon and overly violent because he wants to shoot the thing that's killing millions of people.
Or there's, like, one guy that's always on edge, and he's just, like, overly shaking, and he just happens to pull the trigger and, like, shoot, like... He has, like, the biggest weapon for some reason, and he, like, shoots the missile at the guy. He's like, whoa, no!
Why did we give the bazooka to Slippy Finger? Private Slippy Finger, put that down!
Why did we give it to Slippy Toad? see these guys, and they're like, they have the Just Dance screen, but it's like on like expert difficulty now. Like,
it cuts to the inside. Because every time we touch, I feel like singing.
They're just like doing like backflips and like.
I didn't know you were such a good dancer. Yeah, try and keep up.
Try to keep up.
I'm sorry. I just can't get over the idea of like all these like there's black light and all these other crazy lights going on inside of the helmet. Up on the screen is not the kaiju, it's just all these arrows. Good job! Wow! Great!
Yeah, all of these recruits are just like, so you think you can dance contestants?
Oh gosh, ow! Ooh!
Okay.
Ooh!
Doesn't he have a sword later that comes out? Then what is he doing now?
Maybe they haven't made the sword yet. I don't know.
I
am the Rhino! Spider-Man! I also can't remember if they have a sword in this movie or if I'm thinking of like the Zords from Power Rangers that have the giant sword.
Well, this is basically Power Rangers, so...
Yeah.
This movie copies every idea they have from something else.
Yeah. Basically, which is not a problem. The premise of this movie is, what if we took all the cool things, made them big, and had them fight each other?
Yeah.
It's Godzilla crossed with Transformers crossed with Power Rangers.
A little bit of Avatar in there.
Yeah, just a hint. Just a dash of Avatar.
With, like, rejecting all the other things we've already seen with, like, freaking Ip Man bow fighting and a little bit of rom-com here and there.
I think this guy's dead.
Just a sprinkle of Freaky Friday.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we didn't really mean to make your helmets look exactly like Daft Punk. We're just gonna have to stick with it.
That's the song that they're actually dancing to
Yeah.
inside. Harder, better, faster, stronger.
And let's just a dash of Scooby-Doo.
But not normal Scooby-Doo. We're talking about the early 2000s Scooby-Doo movie where they go to Spooky Island. The live-action one.
The 90s Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Okay, so Scrappy-Doo. Spoilers for the end of that movie. Is Scrappy-Doo...
are you talking about the movie right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know where you're going.
Is Scrappy-Doo from that movie a kaiju?
If we're following the entire conversation we just had...
Yeah.
No.
I think
he's in the same boat as Clifford.
I think he is because he also kind of takes... He's not just bigger, he's also much more like a monster. If you know what I mean. He gets like
movie.
Spiky eyebrows and like, oh yes, hit him with that shit, please. Oh yeah.
The 10-year-old inside me is just squealing with joy.
27-year-old inside me is squealing with joy. Have you ever seen that meme? All guys just want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just this.
That's this movie.
Yeah.
All guys just want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Boxing freighter car, boxing gloves, and big ship baseball bats.
They definitely have not made the sword for it yet, or else he wouldn't have used the ship just now.
See, but that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure they do have the sword the whole time. I'm wondering why in the world they've been using all these makeshift weapons.
We've got like an hour left in the movie. There's no way the fight lasts for an additional hour. So I'm calling that there's a scene where they develop the sword.
Okay, maybe. I seem to remember them just forgetting. By the way, this is the dumbest thing in the world.
He nailed the soundtrack. Because even the soundtrack is pulling from the exact same references as the movie is. Like, there's a lot of superhero sound to this. There's a lot of Godzilla sound to this. And you can hear it switch between the different soundtracks. I don't know. I love it. I think I like your definition that a kaiju is it's a species unto itself. So if something is hit by a ray and grows big, then it's not a kaiju. So by that definition, Clifford would not be, but King Kong is. Because King Kong is naturally that big. He isn't hit by a giant laser. He's different from other gorillas, even though he clearly references gorillas.
Well, he is just a big gorilla.
No, he's not.
Technically.
Technically not.
How is he different from a gorilla?
So normal gorillas...
Look.
Dang it, you're totally right. He's got assassin's blade.
Totally just forgot about it.
They just forgot. Well... Oh!
That's the money shot, baby.
Oh, yes.
This is literally the scene from Avengers. At the end of Avengers.
You wouldn't make the sacrifice play. So normal gorillas walk around on all fours. They're very slanted. Like their backs are really slanted. Right? They're not capable of complex emotions or thought patterns.
Fair.
They can do they can use hand signals and stuff to say I want food or whatever. But the whole thing about King Kong is that he actually falls deeply in love with a human woman, and that the human woman is possibly into it.
Yeah. He at least doesn't have a problem with it.
Yeah. He has a strong protective instinct. He's more than a normal gorilla is. And he's also 20,000 times bigger. He climbs things in a way that gorillas can't climb, you know? Like, gorillas can climb trees, but they can't, swing around building. They're not as mobile as King Kong is. King Kong has a lot of anatomy that pulls from multiple monkeys. Just like Godzilla has an anatomy that pulls from multiple lizards.
Well, I feel like most of that is just for, the movie stuff. And, a lot of the old ones, he did, walk around on all fours and stuff like that.
Just one of them. Just the, I almost said the Percy Jackson. The 4-hour-long King Kong movie.
The Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
Max Martini.
Plays who? The dad?
Plays the guy who I can't not see as Michael Fassbender.
Oh. I do not see it. I'm actually, going the other direction.
The more you see him, the less he looks like him.
When you first mentioned it, I was like, maybe a little bit. Oh, sorry, guys. I just get nosebleeds.
Everyone treats it like it's really sad. It's cold outside. It's kind of dry air.
Sorry, we're just really high up right now. I get these. I'm so embarrassed.
It's funny, how movies have just movie shorthand, like Hollywood shorthand for things. If someone lays down with someone else and is kissing it and the camera pans away, it means they're having relations. Mm-hmm. In movie shorthand, if someone, has a nosebleed, it means they're under tremendous stress or they're about to die. That's what the nosebleed signifies.
Yeah.
Even though, in real life, a nosebleed normally just means, oh, it's dry air outside.
I mean, yeah. And some people, that happens to them that often, too.
Yeah, it really does.
Sometimes it happens to me. I'll just have a period of time where I'm just having a nosebleed, every, 2 hours.
Yeah, if it's dry air outside, sometimes I feel like I need to, hook myself up, get some donated blood, because I bleed so much out of my head.
I gotta find some Altoids.
Now they're pulling a little bit from Alien right now.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that since they walked in with those hazmats.
Yeah. This movie is really not afraid to borrow things from other franchises. Oh, here we go. Touches the nose.
Wait, we're getting it.
We're getting it. We're getting the seed.
I knew it.
Aww.
No, we can't do that movie. Looks like he probably got choked or something.
He's gonna eat him now.
Anyway,
Yes.
There it is.
Called it. I have never seen a pair of legs that looked more fake. How sick are you? Why didn't you tell me? It's just dry air outside. I keep telling you guys.
That's private.
Yeah, I've got none of your business-itis.
Yeah. And why are you in my room?
They definitely decided to forget about that sword so that it could be really cool whenever they finally used it.
Mm-hmm. I would love if this universe was shared in Godzilla and Kong.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Who is this owned by?
Warner Brothers.
Then what's
Warner
the problem?
Brothers.
What's
Oh my
the problem?
gosh. Well, hold on. Make sure that I'm not convinced that Godzilla and King Kong. I don't think the MonsterVerse, or not the Kaiju-verse is owned by Warner Brothers, is it?
I was pretty sure it was because it's owned by HBO.
Yeah.
And HBO is Warner Brothers.
Yeah. Oh, they have to switch roles, and she has to protect him. That's a really good arc. This really emotionally resonates with me. I gotta tell you.
Really?
Yeah, this is really hitting me.
Everyone,
I'm not saying it's Shakespeare.
listen up.
You know.
Okay.
I'm not
At
even
the
saying...
very least, this speech is like awesome.
Hey.
Maybe a little derivative, but that's on brand.
Today we are canceling the apocalypse.
Oh, that line's from this movie.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That speech is like the Monster energy of speeches. You want to just punch some glass or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby.
That's really good. I like that. Did you look it up? Is this a Warner Brothers?
I couldn't find out. It's actually kind of hard to find. Oh, yep, there it is. Never mind.
Okay, is it made by Warner Brothers?
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers and Legendary.
So this is also made by
it's
Warner
the
Brothers
exact
and
same.
Legendary.
It's the same people.
What the heck? I feel like we are. You know how sometimes people are like, everyone knows they're going to have the Star Wars universe crossover with the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers because Disney owns both properties.
I do not know.
I
I've never
hear
heard
people
that.
say that all the time, and every time I'm like, no, that's not how it works. That's not going to happen. Because they think they just started crossing over these things on their own, independently.
Yeah.
I feel like we sound like that to people who actually know about the Kaiju.
No, this is very different because this is the same movie.
Yeah.
This is the easiest crossover in history.
But it would be an Alien versus... You don't see the Michael Fassbender in him. I can't get over it. It would be like an Alien versus Predator crossover. It wouldn't be like a Captain America Iron Man crossover, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
So Godzilla has existed since the 1950s. And he's built all of these monsters that he's fought. And King Kong has existed since the 1930s, since 1939, I want to say.
Yeah.
And he's been his own universe for a while. They did combine those two universes, but that had been done before in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
This is a brand new property.
Uh-huh.
My son.
If they were in the same way that, you don't just smash Star Wars and Marvel together because that's just not how it works, and just suddenly claim they're the same universe, I'm sure there's something in the Kaiju-verse that I'm not aware of that's preventative. It actually, when you think about it, wouldn't work because of, how the timeline works in the Kaiju-verse, that they have Monarch and all that other stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying the timeline could have worked.
Yeah, it could have.
If they would have just done it when the chance was there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And I'm sure they still could figure out a way to do it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Because it's literally called the Monsterverse.
No, it's called the Kaiju-verse.
I thought it was called the Monsterverse.
I misspoke earlier. The Monsterverse?
I've never
Oh, no,
I've
it is
never
the
heard the
Monsterverse.
Kaiju-verse.
It is the Monsterverse. I was thinking of the Dark-verse or something. There's a universe that's supposed to have, the Mummy and Dracula.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was the Monsterverse, and this is the Kaiju-verse.
No, that just ended up being crap first.
Yeah, that ended up being the Mummy.
Yeah.
And then one excellent Invisible Man film that's not connected.
That was part of that?
Yeah, Invisible Man was... When it started production, it was supposed to be part of that universe. And then when the Mummy flopped so insanely hard... Why did he go find a toilet?
That was... You realize that toilet isn't connected to anything.
You didn't, prevent it from hitting the ground in any meaningful way.
It's like a perfectly isolated bathroom with a kitchen and, a sink. I mean, this is, literally the most American movie I can think of.
Complete with the, wow, the military is really cool in America.
It's like all of the other countries think this is what America does to, get rid of threats.
I don't see why they just don't send a Jaeger against the Taliban.
The Russians watch Pacific Rim and are now trying to copy us.
We keep killing our own men because we cannot figure out the mind meld.
How did they do it?
How did they do it?
Stryker. I didn't catch that.
General Stryker.
Sasha Stryker, do you remember that?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, Sasha Stryker's already part of this universe, as we've established.
What?
Yeah, Sasha Stryker, isn't she the, doesn't she appear on iCarly?
Yeah.
Well, we've established that this is part of the iCarly universe.
When in the world did we talk
At
about
the beginning of the commentary.
I'm drawing a blank. I cannot remember.
Yeah, we talked about how Neville Papperman keeps on getting stuck in all this stuff.
Yeah. I would love if Neville Papperman contributed to like the savior of humanity.
Yeah, like it defeats all the Jaegers, and it's like we have no hope left. And he's like, "That's it. I'm tired of always having." Oh, look at that sword.
Of course.
I'm tired of always having my day ruined by these things. I'm gonna write a bad review for you on the internet.
Turns out Neville like ends up being the smartest person in the room. Like all these people can't figure it out, and they're like, we gotta hire our best guy.
Oh, good, he has a second sword. Didn't they just have two separate scientists tell them that they couldn't destroy the breach?
Yeah, but they're probably just gonna do it and have zero repercussions from it, I'm guessing. Like, oh hey, it worked.
I think that was Charlie Day's entire side plot was
I'm sure it was.
you can't destroy the breach.
This was also destroying that other useless guy that had no reason.
Ugh. So pretty obviously these things, I think one of the problems is these things are kind of hard to match up. Because I don't think that they could, I don't think they would have a chance against Godzilla.
The robots?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you say that?
The more I watch Godzilla movies, the more I see his skin is just insanely resilient. Like, absolutely ridiculously resilient. To the point where I'm pretty sure that, adamantium could get through there, and that's just about it. Mm-hmm. I just don't think, so the sword, I don't think is gonna be hard enough or sharp enough to get through them. They're also, up to, his belly button. He's huge compared to these things.
I would say they're not as big, but I'd say they're a lot bigger than that.
Maybe they're up to his chest, but they're not he's much bigger than them.
These guys are bigger than buildings, big buildings, and Godzilla's I don't know. At least in Godzilla vs Kong, he was about he's thinking about big buildings and stuff.
Let's look up. You look up how big a Jaeger is. I'll look up how big Godzilla is.
Okay, all I have is that it says it's 100 feet bigger than the Statue of Liberty.
Look up the Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty is 100 feet compared to Godzilla or something. 800 square feet.
Now look up Godzilla. Godzilla is precisely 8.2.
Plug this equation into.
Godzilla's 400 feet tall.
Whew. Statue of Liberty is 305 foot.
So they're exactly the same size then.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
I would expect the robots to be just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I thought they were. I thought they were up to his belly button, maybe his chest. Maybe they do stand a chance against him.
I mean, not if their weapons can't do anything to him.
I mean, their only thing that even has a chance is their sword. And I just don't feel like the sword can cut him. Because his skin is insane. And the other thing is, there's no way in the world that they could stand up to his atomic breath.
They have their plasma thing, though.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Which is basically what his breath is.
Yeah. But that stuff also doesn't hurt him. You blow up a nuclear bomb in his face and it makes him more powerful.
Does it?
Yeah, that's the plot to Gods and Monsters. Is they had to go blow up a.
Is there a way in the universe to kill Godzilla?
Punch him real hard with something that's hard and strong.
What?
Yeah.
Literally everybody has done that.
No one succeeded in killing him, but like Ghidorah beat him up real good in Gods and Monsters.
Oh wait, no, he did die. Remember, he did die in that movie.
No, he almost died, but they took him back from the brink by detonating a nuclear bomb. What is going on?
No. Remember, he died and they brought him back.
Wait, hold on a minute. I did not remember any of this. They're down in the breach.
Okay, I remember this movie ending with the big fight at the end.
Yeah, what is all
Why are
this?
they in, like, Halo Reach right now?
Oh my goodness me. I don't remember this at all. This is a lot. So they're just planting a nuclear bomb inside of the head guy's area.
Okay, I finished the screenplay, but I'm wondering what these next 30 pages are right here. What's this about?
What if we took this post-credit scene and made it into the last act of the movie?
Oh, well, I actually went bar hopping last night, and I came up with this really, really cool last little chunk of the movie.
The bridge is collapsed.
You added something to the screenplay? Yeah, go ahead and read it. See what you think.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't like that at all.
I mean, it's just as crazy as anything else.
I suppose.
In my experience with this movie, that is completely like where I stand with the rest of the movie.
I'm not saying that it transcends my disbelief or whatever. This movie is ridiculous with the things that it touches on and does.
Yeah.
But there's just something about it. It's just it feels like a dangling participle to me, to the movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie's about punching giant monsters, and then at the last second, they're like, let's detonate a nuclear bomb in front of an alien face.
I think they were trying to, take out, because they were going to keep coming if they didn't do that.
I mean, the plan rings true. I'm just saying, thematically in the movie, it just, I don't know. It's just weird for me. Yeah, nuclear, energy, radiation feeds Godzilla.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think a plasma thing would hurt him. I think it would help him. It might be able to cut his skin, but I don't know. I don't think that they could survive.
If these guys can't take him out, I don't know what can take him out. Like an army of robots with just hundreds of weapons on them that are as big as Godzilla.
I mean, he literally takes down Mecha Godzilla.
Yeah. Well, with help.
With help.
That thing would have taken him out.
That thing actually would have taken him out. Maybe they would stand a chance. We need to invite our friend who likes Godzilla over one day and do a commentary with him on that movie and have this discussion with him.
Yeah, we definitely need to watch that.
Because he knows more. But kind of the point of Godzilla is that he is the king of monsters, that he can take almost anything on one-on-one.
Stop the clock!
Yeah, I get that, but I never understood why.
He's just insanely tough. I mean, the reason why is because the plot says so. His skin is just ridiculous. What it can take him. And I think it's two things. His skin can take anything, one. And two, the thing, the wild card that humans have to take down something makes him stronger instead of hurting him. You know? But he does have trouble when he has, two monsters fighting him. He does normally need help.
So, where do you stand on it?
Good movie. I really like the human stuff a lot more than I expected to. It just emotionally it resonated with me. I gotta say, that middle fight was really good. The beginning fight was pretty good, and then the ending fight was alright. It just wasn't.
Which ending fight are you talking about?
The ending fight with the two monsters in the water.
Oh yeah. With Idris Elba.
Yeah, it was alright, but it was not as good as the middle fight.
Yeah.
So it didn't I feel
the middle fight felt like the ending fight.
Yeah, I felt like this movie kind of got the air pushed out of it 2/3 of the way through. I just kind of feel like it landed on a whimper. You know.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that the ending is a little tacked on.
Yeah.
I definitely expected for a movie like this, the ending was going to be, him punching it and it, saving the world or something.
Yeah, the nuclear bomb thing, and like I said, this is completely like just up to your tastes. A movie like this lives and dies on how cool the fights are. And for me, there was only one fight in this that was really, really good.
Yeah.
There was one that was good, and then there was one that was like, eh. And the one that was was the last fight. So, I don't know. I ended up liking more of the things that I thought I wouldn't like, and I ended up being slightly disappointed by the things I thought I would like.
So then what do you think, where would you land for a number?
A light 7.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say...
I was thinking I didn't like it that much, and I was going to be like maybe a solid 7.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
I equate the word 7 with the word good.
All right, so you're thinking a mild 7?
Yeah, I say a mild set. Like I equate the number 7 with good, but not great, and that is exactly how I feel with this. It's better than okay. The number 6 means okay in my mind, and it's definitely better than okay. But there's a lot in this movie that's just okay, and then a couple of things that just barely tip it over okay for me.
I will meet you at a mild 7.
Any further thoughts you have on the movie?
I used to not like it. Now I kind of sort of like it.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
I don't think I'd ever like to watch this movie just to watch it, but I would love to watch it in the background while I'm doing something else. Yeah.
And this movie is just as much like crazy ideas thrown at the wall as possible. Just like no shame.
Yeah.
Which is like, if that's what you know you're getting, then that's fine.
This is the popcorn flick, like, add water, and this is concentrate popcorn flick.
Yeah. It doesn't quite meet like Godzilla vs. Kong was also kind of like, hey, we know why you're here, you just watch it and have fun.
Yeah.
This movie also has a ton of plot holes and a ton of things that just like, okay, I don't know about all that.
Or just thematically just don't quite connect quite the right way.
Yeah.
Even if it makes sense for them.
It knows it's kind of being a goober with like most of the ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is fair.
So I'd say Godzilla vs. Kong is probably my favorite kaiju movie. Off the top of my head. And then I would put this below even Skull Island. I really like Skull Island. And this is crazy, people are going to riot, but I actually really like the original 1930s King Kong, like a whole lot.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's really cool, like just seeing what they did technologically with that is really, really interesting to me, and the commentary that they're trying to make is actually pretty deep in that movie too. I'd actually put it below the 1930s King Kong.
This movie?
Yeah. I think it's a better movie, even though it's aged not very great. And if you take them for when they were made, and then I think it's, I'm just more interested in how they put it together than I am this movie.
All right. Well, I think that's all we got.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This was Cam.
And I'm Christian.
Tune in next time to see us commentate something else. Bye. You know what to do.
And if you don't, ask someone.